Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so as you all know, today we are here for our revision session. We will start with our chapter 6, life processes. Okay, so uske pehle, before we start with our revision part, first of all, you all are requested to switch on your cameras. Your cameras should be switched on throughout the lecture. Okay, and then second thing is, because this is a big one, this chapter itself is a very big one, and we have 1.5 hour slot to finish. Okay, students, please switch on your cameras quickly, all of you. It is not necessary that I call everyone name by name. You have to switch on your cameras. That means you have to switch on your cameras. All right, everyone. स्टूडेंट्स में सब आ गए, अलग अलग नाम नहीं लेना चाहिए मुझे. विधि, धैर्य, प्रणव, निशांत, गगन, please switch on your cameras. Otherwise, we have been given instruction that those who are not keeping the camera switched on, they can be removed from the class. Okay, so since this chapter is a big one, and I have a worksheet for you. So we will first try to discuss from that worksheet part, क्योंकि सारे टॉपिक्स को हमको 1.5 hour में कवर करना is practically impossible, and we have 1.5 hour time only to finish this lecture. Okay, Pranav, it's okay. If anybody is having a genuine reason with the camera, that is fine. But others, you all have to switch on your cameras. It's a kind request. Those who have a genuine problem, that is fine. Okay. Okay, so we will first discuss the questions from the वर्कशीट पार्ट, और अगर फिर टाइम बचता है, कुछ रह जाता है, तो हम चैप्टर में से डिस्कस कर लेंगे. पीपीटी आप सबके पास है. आई थिंक one or two of you are new to the class, so you will get your PPT as well. Okay, usually हम PPT में से पढ़ते हैं lecture, but because this is a revision class, we have a worksheet also available. Okay, so till I get the host claim, we will quickly discuss what all tips and what all things you need to keep in mind while you are writing your answers in exam. Okay, so most of you have given your test also, and I always say that you have to focus on definitions, on 1-mark questions. That means it should be as it is. Okay, whatever is given in your textbook, please follow your textbook and write accordingly. Okay, see, I know you might be using some of the reference books for your knowledge purpose, for your understanding purpose. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to write anything extra in your answer sheet. If there is a definition, follow the textbook, write the definition according to the textbook. Okay, you understand the topic. If you know anything extra about the topic, that is very good. Okay, that is for your knowledge part, but don't write it unnecessary in the आंसर शीट. जो इंफॉर्मेशन आपको टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं दी गई है, वो इंफॉर्मेशन अगर आप लिखते हो तो इट डजंट लुक गुड. ओके, सो डोंट डू दैट मिस्टेक. सेकंड थिंग इज you need to understand the question. Okay, क्या बोला गया है आपको? डिस्कस बोला है, राइट इन ब्रीफ बोला है, राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट बोला है. Okay, so all these things you should first understand the question, see how the question is bifurcated. Okay, accordingly the marks are allotted. Just as suppose for examples, today also we have this in worksheet also. So as soon as I get the host claim, I will share the worksheet with you guys. So just wait a minute for it. So even in that part also, you need to bifurcate the questions. Okay, like name the parts, explain so and so part, give the function of so and so thing. So your question is being distributed into 3 parts. So you have to write it accordingly in 3 parts. All right. So these are the small tips that you should follow while framing your answers, writing your answers. And the last thing, you should know all the diagrams thoroughly. That means at least labeling you should know. Okay. बनाना है तो definitely अच्छा ही बनाना है. Pencil say it should be neat, it should be with the pencil. Okay, because diagrams are where you can get the full marks. वहां पे कोई भी आपका marks cut होने का chance है ही नहीं. So try to practice the diagrams जितने भी हैं आपके पूरे book में मिला के भी आपके 10 से 15 डायग्राम्स से ज्यादा होंगे नहीं. ओके, सो थ्रू आउट द ईयर यू कैन प्रैक्टिस दैट. अभी के चैप्टर्स में जो भी आपके डायग्राम्स हैं, यू प्रैक्टिस इट. ड्राइंग, you practice labeling also. Okay, so that is where we don't want to lose the marks. Okay, and yes, I have got a question from Dharya. Ma'am, for boards and science we need to learn out of the book experiments. See, you need not have to learn anything out of the book. It would be based on the book. You have to apply the things. आप जो टेक्स्ट बुक में पढ़ते हो, that is the just 1 second. All right, so what you are learning is the concepts. आप यहाँ पे concepts पढ़ते हो. Okay, और उसके बाद आपको अप्लाई करने आना चाहिए. सो मोस्टली देखो, जो आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट्स की बात होती है ना, वो आपको एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के क्वेश्चंस कहाँ से आते हैं बोर्ड्स में, जो आपकी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं. सो यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन दैट एक्टिविटी पार्ट एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन पार्ट. ऑलराइट, उसके रिलेटेड ही आपको क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. उसी में कुछ थोड़ा बहुत मॉडिफिकेशन होके पूछा जाएगा, बट द कॉन्सेप्ट इज गोइंग टू बी सेम. You have to apply that concept. All right, so जो activities है, especially all the activities, whether it is in biology or physics or chemistry, so you should try to understand those activities well, and then you practice accordingly. Okay, and whatever extra manual or book or anything extra that you are getting from the textbook, more or less it is based on the textbook only, so you can take that thing for reference, for understanding. Okay, देखो, knowledge के लिए आप जितना भी पढ़ोगे उतना कम है. ठीक है, लेकिन ये सब चीजें आंसर शीट में आपको लिखने के लिए यूजफुल नहीं है. ओके, क्योंकि अगर 2 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है तो मुझे 2 मार्क के जितना ही चेक करना पड़ेगा. आप अगर 2 पेज लिख दोगे तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू चेक इट. मेरा इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो जाएगा, एग्जामिनर का इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो जाएगा चेक करने में. आया समझ में? सो इसीलिए यू हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट योर आंसर. अभी यहाँ पे आपको स्पेसिफिक होना पड़ेगा कि आपको किस तरह से आपके आंसर को कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है. अगर 2 मार्क्स में पूछा है तो 4 पॉइंट्स लिख दी, हो गया आंसर आपका खत्म. ठीक है, सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू शुड कीप इन माइंड. आप जितना अंडरस्टैंड करो टॉपिक को डिटेल में, इट्स ऑल गुड फॉर यू. ओके, and don't be scared, we have a year's time, so we will be doing a very thorough revision for all of the things. Okay, so right now whatever is coming along, just get along with it. Okay, so quickly I will share my screen with you. We will have this presentation also, and as well as a worksheet. Okay, so this was the presentation that I had taught you in during the lecture. Okay, based on your textbook, all the processes are given based on your textbook. Okay, so we will take this later on, because as I told you, we have to do the revision part. So then we will be discussing with the worksheet. Okay, ये worksheet भी आपको मिल जाएगी जैसे ही lecture खत्म होता है. I will forward, and Stuti ma'am will give it to you in your respective groups. Okay, so because this is a revision lecture, and I want each one of you to participate in this. Okay, okay, जिनको जिनका जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम है कैमरा कार्ड्स ओके, बट बाकी सबको चालू रखना है कैमरा। और ये चीज लास्ट बार बोली जा रही है, बार बार नहीं बोली जाएगी। So those who have problem, those who have communicated with me, mentioning your problem, it is okay for them. Others, you have to switch on your cameras. Otherwise, you will be removed from the group. Okay, so I hope most of you might have studied this because this is going to come in your exams. So let us make it an interactive session. Okay, खाली मैम नहीं बोलेंगे, आप भी बोलोगे, भले एक 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 पॉइंट बोलो, बट ऑल शुड पार्टिसिपेट। ओके, सो जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं, इसमें से as soon as the question is read out, you have to raise your hand. Okay, and then accordingly we will discuss one point each. Okay, और उसके अलावा कुछ अगर डाउट्स रहता है किसी भी पार्ट में, तो वो भी आप क्लियर कर सकते हो। और इसके बाद जितना भी टाइम बचेगा, तो वी विल क्विकली गो थ्रू द प्रेजेंटेशन पार्ट, और आई विल टेल यू द कॉर्नर क्वेश्चंस और सम वन मार्कर्स और गिव रीजंस फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक। ओके, मोस्टली ये जो वर्कशीट डिजाइन किया है वो इसी अकॉर्डिंग है, ताकि आपको पूरा चैप्टर इसमें कवर हो जाए। जितने भी क्वेश्चंस इसके अंदर लिए हुए हैं, दोज आर स्पेसिफिकली बेस्ड ऑन द होल चैप्टर that is included. Okay, so the first thing is discuss the events taking place in photosynthesis. Events, 3 events हैं, raise your hand. Yes, Akansha.
Yes, ma'am.
First
Absorption
point.
of light energy by chlorophyll.
Very good. Okay, second point, who is going to answer? 1 second. Yes, please raise your hand. Yes, Akansha, you can tell the second one.
Yes, ma'am. Conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water molecules
Very good.
and reduction of carbon dioxide.
That is
to
the third point.
carbohydrates.
Okay, that is the third point, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Okay, so these are the 3 events taking place in photosynthesis. Okay, those who want to mark on their textbook, they can mark in their textbook also. Okay, and you have to write down your this answers in your tuition book separately. Okay, so these are all the revision questions you have to write down. So जिनको mark करना है वो mark भी कर सकते हैं. Second question, under what conditions the stomata will open and close? Come on, all of you should participate, at least try to answer. Yes, Prasanna.
Ma'am, while transpiration process, they will open and close.
Okay, somebody could please elaborate or add into this? Come on, think about it. You can refer your textbooks also.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Ma'am, it's open in a day and closed at night.
Under what conditions?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, because during the photosynthesis, they
There is.
requires the CO2. That's why it's open in the day.
See, in your textbook, you can refer that when the
Ma'am.
water enters the cell, the guard cells become turgid, they become swollen, and the stomata will open up. And when the water is lost through transpiration, the guard cells will force the stomata to close. Okay? These are the 2 conditions when the stomata will open and close. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then next question we have, now this is for labeling part. So, okay, label the parts of human alimentary canal and human excretory system. So, you should at least know which part lies where. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Label all the parts. एक दो करके छोड़ नहीं देना, all the parts. Okay. Then yes, explain the digestion of food in small intestine. केवल small intestine का बोला गया है. Or let me make this little bit big. so that it covers the whole thing. Explain the digestion of food in the alimentary canal. Okay, so starting with the mouth. Okay, so yes, please quickly raise your hand. All of you should raise your hand and answer one point at least, because that is the best way to do the revision part. Okay, so yes, who will be speaking first point? You have to start with the mouth. Okay, because elementary canal बोला है, तो elementary canal mouth से शुरू होता है, इसीलिए आपको पूरा process discuss करना है. Okay, so yes, first point, Prasanna.
Ma'am, intake of food and digesting starch while chewing it.
Okay, Harman. Second
Yes,
point.
ma'am. Second point, ma'am, मतलब mouth का ही बोल रहा हूँ.
इसके बाद क्या होगा? Mouth के बाद कहाँ जाएगा? See, you all have to make a flow chart. Okay, कि किस क्या इसके बाद क्या स्टेप है, इसके बाद क्या है, एक्सप्लेन है, तो पूरा आपको एक फ्लो चार्ट होना चाहिए माइंड में कि this after this, this after this. Okay, so we have started with the mouth. Okay, so the digestion of food begins in the mouth. In the mouth, saliva is present, which releases starch. Starch helps in the breakdown of carbohydrate. Now, second point, from mouth. Yes, Harman, अभी ऐड करोगे? माउथ से कहाँ जाएगा?
Stomach.
In esophagus, food pipe.
Esophagus. Yes.
Okay, so from mouth, the food will enter into the esophagus, that is the
Esophagus.
food pipe. Now, no digestion is carried out in esophagus. Esophagus में कोई digestion नहीं होता है. Then from esophagus, the food passes on to
Ma'am, stomach.
stomach. Okay, so now what happens in the stomach? Okay, or what type of movement is there? Peristaltic movement, very, very important. Okay, there is a peristaltic movement. So peristaltic मतलब क्या होता है? Forward direction में movement होता है. ठीक है? So stomach में गया. अब stomach में क्या क्या होता है? Quickly. You can refer the textbook and tell. Textbook में से देख के
Ma'am,
बोलना.
breakdown होता है
difficult है.
food का.
Breakdown of food. Okay, so
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is present
By
in the stomach?
acid and by acid.
Very good. Hydrochloric acid, HCl. Okay. Now the functions of HCl. चलो सबके हाथ ऊपर चाहिए, खाली दो लोग आंसर नहीं करेंगे. You can refer your textbook. आपके पास textbook है ना, आप खोल सकते हो textbook. मेरा presentation होगा पिछला वाला, आप वो भी खोल सकते हो. Okay. So answer it. देख के बोलने में कहाँ time लगता है? Everyone should participate.
Ma'am, क्या बोला आपने? Repeat करोगे?
After what is present in the stomach? HCl. So what is the function of HCl?
Secretion of pepsin.
Yes, secretion of HCl activates pepsin. Okay, and pepsin brings about digestion of
Proteins.
proteins. Very good. Another function of HCl is
Ma'am, to protect the mucus.
to kill the harmful bacteria.
Ma'am, kill the bacteria.
Yeah, sorry,
Present
to kill
in
the
the
harmful
Yes,
bacteria.
if there are any bacteria present in the food, it is being killed by HCl. Now, what is secreted to prevent the stomach lining from the action of HCl? अभी किसी ने बोला था.
Mucus.
Mucus. Okay, so mucus is secreted and it protects the lining of the stomach from HCl. Okay, so ये हो गया stomach के अंदर proteins का partial digestion. Okay, mouth के अंदर carbohydrates का partial breakdown. Now, from the stomach, the food will enter into
Small intestine.
small intestine. Very good. So small intestine में क्या होगा? Complete digestion of food. Okay. So complete digestion बोलेंगे तो carbohydrate, proteins and fats all are broken down into their simple absorbable units.
unit.
Okay, so how will you write this? What is secreted by the small intestine? जैसे स्टमक में HCl था, पेप्सिन था, तो उसी तरीके से स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में क्या होगा?
Secretion of juices from pancreas and liver.
Intestinal juices and pancreatic juice and bile.
Bile juice, ma'am.
Yes. So अभी तीनों का फंक्शन हम बोलेंगे, ठीक है? देखो, एक तो होता है इंटेस्टिनल जूसेस, दूसरा बाइल और पेनक्रियाटिक जूस. सो इंटेस्टिनल जूसेस का काम क्या रहता है? To bring about the breakdown of carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Now bile, what is its importance?
It breaks down proteins into
Breaking
amino
down
acids.
of fat.
Fats, biles,
Fats
act
into
on
glycerol. Sorry.
yes, fatty acids and glycerol. So they, what this bile will do, they have emulsification action, just like the action of soap. Okay, so on dirt and water. So this bile, it will break down the fats. It will emulsify the fats into smaller components, fatty acids and glycerol, so that the other digestive enzymes will act upon it. Another important function of bile is to create an alkaline medium. क्योंकि stomach में acid secrete होता है, तो food is acidic. When it reaches into the small intestine, it has to become alkaline. Okay, it cannot be acidic. Otherwise, it will cause problems. So this bile also makes the food alkaline, along with pancreatic juices. Now, pancreatic juices also helps in the complete digestion of carbohydrates to simple glucose, proteins to amino acids, and fats to fatty acids and glycerol. And then what will happen? There will be absorption of these substances in the small intestine by the presence of villi. समझ आ रहा है सभी को?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. तो आंसर भी दो, थोड़ा थोड़ा ही करके पर दो आंसर, एक एक पॉइंट ही सही पर बोलो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. ओके, आपको पूरा प्रोसेस पता होना चाहिए कि कहाँ पे क्या डाइजेशन हो रहा है और क्या क्या पार्ट्स इन्वॉल्व है, कौन कौन से digestive juices कहाँ कहाँ रिलीज हो रहे हैं. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so we have another question linked to this part. See, liver and pancreas, they are not the direct or they are not actually the they are not actually the part of the digestive system, but they are helping in digestion by secretion of some juices.
Some juices.
Okay, so by secretion of various or by secretion of digestive juices, they are helping in the digestion part. Okay, then next thing is you have to give the breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Equation है, तीन equation है आपके पास, breakdown of glucose by various pathway. So quickly, very important, again you should know at least what is the reaction and where it is taking place. So first one, who will answer?
But ma'am, ये fourth में अभी एक वो small से बाद में large intestine पे नहीं जाएगी.
देखो, large intestine में सिर्फ water absorption होता है, तो हम उसको नहीं mention करेंगे. ठीक है बेटा? आपको पूछा गया डाइजेशन. तो डाइजेशन का मतलब होता है कि जहाँ पे आपका जो फूड है वो सिंपल अब्सॉर्बेबल यूनिट्स में ब्रेक डाउन हो गया, तो केवल उतना ही आप लिखोगे. और अगर आपको लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन का अलग से पूछते हैं तो फिर आप लिखोगे वाटर अब्सॉर्प्शन. ओके, बट वहां पे कोई भी डाइजेशन पार्ट नहीं होता है. ठीक है? देन यस, फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, गिव द ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ ग्लूकोज बाय वेरियस पाथवेज. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट, चलो कोई इक्वेशन ही बोल देना है, टेक्स्ट बुक है आपके बाजू में, फिर बोलने में कौन सी शर्म आ रही है? कम ऑन, आई वांट योर हैंड्स टू
मैम
बी।
कैन आई?
Seems Harman is only interested and Prasanna is interested in answering. Others, they don't want to answer. टेक्स्ट बुक में से देख के बोलने को भी बोला जा रहा है तो भी हाथ नहीं खड़े हो रहे हैं. और आई थिंक यू पीपल आर बिकमिंग रिबेल्स. 10th standard. In fact, you all should be very active in answering. आपका 10th स्टैंडर्ड है, इसमें आप कोई 7th स्टैंडर्ड में आके बैठना, कभी देखना सारे बच्चे आंसर करते हैं. वहां पे झगड़ा हो जाता है कौन आंसर करेगा. 7th में, 8th में, और यहाँ पे आपको किसी को आंसर नहीं करना है. क्यों ऐसा है? रिवीजन लेक्चर क्यों हो रहा है? आपके लिए हो रहा है. तो एटलीस्ट देख के भी आंसर तो करो, याद रहेगा. चलो कम ऑन, क्विकली देख के बोलो, कोई बात नहीं,
मैम
बट बोलो.
कैन आई?
Yes, I can see Pranav. Okay, Pranav.
Ma'am, first is that presence of oxygen, lack of oxygen, and absence of oxygen.
Okay, so 3 pathways are there. Okay, one is in the presence of oxygen and 2 are when the oxygen is not present. Okay, so yes, Harman, what would be the first equation?
Ma'am, in presence of oxygen, the end products are H2, CO2 or H2O.
Okay, along with energy.
Yes, ma'am.
CO2, H2O and energy.
And energy. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first of all, मैं आपको एक example बता देती हूँ किस तरह से बोलना है. Glucose is broken down into pyruvate in cytoplasm. This pyruvate is further broken down in the presence of oxygen in mitochondria into CO2, water and energy is liberated. ठीक है? Okay, next equation. हितांशु बोलोगे नेक्स्ट इक्वेशन? मुझे ही नाम बुलाने पड़ेंगे अभी, आपके हाथ ऊपर होते नहीं है. सो हितांशु, कैन यू टेल द सेकंड इक्वेशन? एरोबिक का बता दिया है, अनएरोबिक का आपको बताना है.
मैम, in absence of oxygen, मैं बताऊं?
Absent, in the absence of oxygen. So Hitanshu, you have to tell the second equation quickly. जल्दी बोलो.
Ma'am, glucose plus enzyme is equal to carbon dioxide plus ethanol.
No. Glucose, when it is broken down into anaerobic condition. पहले तो टेक्स्ट बुक नहीं है क्या किसी के भी पास? किसके पास नहीं है? टेक्स्ट बुक ही नहीं है. वो जरा हाथ ऊपर करो तो पता चले. सबके पास है. फिर क्या दिक्कत आ रही है देख के बोलने में? पूरी बुक का चैप्टर तो है नहीं, 8-10 पेज का चैप्टर है, उसमें से ढूंढने में भी दिक्कत आ रही है. कैसे होगा ऐसे तो रिवीजन? देखो जरा क्या दिया हुआ है टेक्स्ट बुक में, और सबके हाथ ऊपर होने चाहिए यहाँ पे. ओके हितांशु कंटिन्यू करो अनएरोबिक वाला पहला इक्वेशन. जल्दी. ग्लूकोज इज ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू पायरुवेट. वो कॉमन रिएक्शन है, साइटोप्लाज्म में होगा. फिर पायरुवेट ईस्ट सेल्स में होगा और दूसरा मसल्स में होगा. ईस्ट में होगा तो इथेनॉल plus CO2 and some amount of energy. And if this pyruvate is broken down into muscle cells under anaerobic condition, then lactic acid plus energy.
Yes, ma'am. Lactic acid is
हाँ,
formed.
तो यही तो लिखना है.
मैम, अब मैं absence of oxygen बताऊं?
absence of oxygen, it is anaerobic condition.
Yes.
Okay. So वो भी आपको मेंशन करना है. ग्लूकोज टू पायरुवेट कॉमन रिएक्शन है. फिर पायरुवेट के 3 फेट्स हैं. यहाँ तो वो प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में जाके ब्रेक डाउन करेगा, या तो वो एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन में होगा, तो ईस्ट सेल में होगा और मसल सेल्स में होगा. ठीक है, आया समझ में? वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन. देन व्हाट इज डबल सर्कुलेशन? एक्सप्लेन द प्रोसेस. मैंने आपको एक फ्लो चार्ट लिखवाया था, अगर याद हो तो. सो वो फ्लो चार्ट ही हमको फॉलो करना है. ओके, वी विल डिस्कस दिस विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द पीपीटी. तो इसको मैं भी रहने देती हूँ क्योंकि बड़ा क्वेश्चन है. आप छोटे छोटे ही नहीं बोल पा रहे हो तो बड़ा तो कौन ही बोलेगा यहाँ पे, पता नहीं. स्विचिंग ऑन टू 7th क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज लिम्फ? फर्स्ट पार्ट. देखो यहाँ पे 3 पार्ट है, तो 3 पार्ट में आपको आंसर करना है. सो व्हाट इज लिम्फ? यस, क्विकली रेज योर हैंड.
Ma'am, a yellow fluid-like substance.
Fluid like substance. Okay, more details. Yes, Hitanshu.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, lymph is a fluid that flows through the lymphatic system.
Lymphatic system. Okay, then
It contains white blood cells that cleans the inside of our body and helps to prevent infections from spreading.
that will come in functions. Okay, so you have to
Okay,
see
ma'am.
how the question goes on. What is lymph? So first you have to give the definition of the lymph. Okay, so lymph is the extracellular fluid. It is the fluid present in the tissues. Then how it is different from plasma? उसी पैराग्राफ में दिया हुआ है. एक lymph करके एक पैराग्राफ है, उसी पैराग्राफ में दिया हुआ है. Yes, Hitanshu. Ekansha.
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am, but lymph is
Ma'am,
colorless and has
plasma
less
is the extra.
protein.
One second. Yes, Akansha, what you were saying?
Ma'am, it is colorless and has less proteins.
It is colorless and it has less protein. Okay, then the plasma. So how it is different from plasma? Lymph is colorless and it has less proteins than the plasma. Okay, then give its function. तो इसमें जो भी आपने ऊपर function बोला था.
It helps in the body defense and is a part of the immune system. And blood, it is involved in the circulation of nutrients.
ब्लड नहीं, ब्लड का फंक्शन कहाँ से आ गया? लिम्फ के बारे में पूछा है तो.
नहीं मैम, आपने अच्छा हाँ वो डिफरेंशिएट वाला था ना प्लाज्मा, और उसमें क्या था, तो मैं वो आंसर बोल रहा था.
हाँ तो नहीं, उसमें बस इतना ही आएगा. आपको इसमें बुक में ही दिया हुआ है कि that it is colorless and it contains less proteins than the plasma. That's it. एक point हो गया ये. Then give its function. So you have already spoken. Plus it helps in the absorption of fats in lipids. Okay. Or excretion of waste materials. So that are the functions. Then again, this one we will see with respect to the presentation, process of transport of water in food and plants. Okay, then you have to write a detailed note on hemodialysis. ये भी बड़ा question है, अभी presentation में discuss कर लेते हैं. Then, okay, now this thing. See, 5 things are given in question number 10. So one by one. Okay, first thing, define blood pressure. Yes, Harman. Define blood pressure.
Ma'am, the force with which the blood travels around the body.
देखो पहला क्या लाइन दिया हुआ है टेक्स्ट बुक में. यस, प्रसन्ना. Define.
Ma'am, the blood pressure is the pressure of the blood within the arteries. It is produced primarily by contraction of heart muscles.
अच्छा, इतना बड़ा डेफिनेशन आपने बेटा कहाँ से पढ़ा? देखो.
मैम कहना है ब्लड प्रेशर को.
यस.
मैम ब्लड प्रेशर ऑफ ब्लड push against the wall.
Okay. ये दिख रहा है? The force that exerts, the force that blood exerts against the walls of a vessel. That's it. Simple. The force that blood exerts against the walls of a vessel is called blood pressure. Okay. Then what is the second question? See. Explain systolic and diastolic pressure. Okay, now Vaidehi, can you answer? आंसर करोगे बेटा जल्दी. सेकंड पार्ट. Vaidehi, explain systole and diastolic pressure. Those who don't want to answer can at least speak up and say, ma'am, I don't want to answer or I don't know the answer. Okay. 10 बार मैं आपका नाम बुला रही हूँ और एक बार आप रिप्लाई नहीं दे रहे हो. Don't do that. Like, at least you should say कि मैम नहीं आंसर आता है या नहीं बोलना है. I won't feel bad in that.
मैम सिस्टोलिक प्रेशर भी जब आर्टरीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होती है ड्यूरिंग हार्ट मसल के अंदर में.
Okay, so what we can write for this part, when we say systolic pressure and diastolic pressure, so
And
the
the
pressure
pressure-
of the blood inside the artery during the ventricular systole during contraction is systolic pressure, and the pressure in the artery during ventricular diastole, that is relaxation, is diastolic pressure. Now the next part in this is what happens. Oh no, give its normal range. So what is
120 systolic pressure should be there and 80 should be diastolic pressure.
okay?
mmHg.
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. You should always mention the unit. अगर otherwise आप unit mention नहीं कर रहे हैं तो then again you will lose half a mark of it because फिर पता ही नहीं है ना क्या है 120 by 80 what we are talking about. So always mention the unit. So 120 by 80 mm of Hg. Then what happens when the blood pressure exceeds the normal range? Hypertension.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hypertension occurs.
Yes. So hypertension
ma'am.
will result if the blood pressure exceeds the normal range. Name the instrument through which it is measured. देखो नाम दिया हुआ एक बड़ा सा sphygmomanometer. Okay. Sphygmomanometer is the answer. Then next one is give the functions of platelets. निशांत आंसर करोगे? जिनका भी नाम लिया जा रहा है अगर उनको आंसर नहीं आता है या नहीं बोलना है तो यू कैन से नो. ओके, हाँ या ना कुछ तो बोलना पड़ेगा ना. बिल्कुल नहीं बोलोगे तो कैसे चलेगा? Yes, Nishant. Function of platelet. Do you want to answer yes or no? Bhavya.
Ma'am, can I give answer?
Yes, Bhavya.
And the function of platelets is to heal the wound.
Is to
Heal the if we get hurt, it heals it.
in blood clotting. It prevents the excessive loss of blood or it helps in blood clotting. Okay. Then villi. Yes, Harman.
Ma'am, may I try?
Yes.
Ma'am, villi are tiny finger-like projections from the wall of the small intestine. They line the inner surface of the small intestine. Their role is to increase the surface within the small intestine. This
Okay.
will lead
Increase the surface
to
for
the
what?
surface area of absorption, as it is the main function of the small intestine.
That is it. That is it. We want to know the function of the villi. So it increases the surface area for absorption. Okay, जब function बोला है तो खाली function ही बताना है, कहाँ पे present है, क्या है, वो सब नहीं बताना है. That will be extra information. So we have to write when the function is asked, only the role or the function or the importance. Okay. Then question number 12. Give reason. Carbon dioxide is transported in the dissolved form in our blood. ये आपको मिलेगा रेस्पिरेशन वाले पार्ट में, हाँ पेज नंबर 104 पे देखो मिलेगा आंसर. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen, so it is transported in the dissolved form. Okay, that is the give reason. Then next one we have is rings of cartilage are present in the throat. Rings of cartilage are present in the throat. ये आपको
Ma'am, to
मिलेगा
give the support to the esophagus.
No, you can see page 103 last line. Rings of cartilage are present in the throat. These ensure that the air passage does not collapse. ठीक है? It prevents the collapsing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it will prevent the collapsing of the air passage. Okay, all right. So then this was all in your worksheet. Okay. This will be shared with you and I request all of you to please write all the answers, because किसी ने भी आंसर नहीं कर रहे हैं except 2-3 लोगों को छोड़ के, बाकी nobody is interested in answering. ना ही कुछ रिप्लाई देने में आंसर इंटरेस्टेड हो, ना ही कुछ बोलने में इंटरेस्टेड हो. सो ऐसे अगर करोगे तो पास होना भी मुश्किल हो जाएगा. So whatever is being circulated, please do that. Okay, now we will start with our, we will see this presentation part. Okay, जो भी टॉपिक्स हैं हम ऊपर ऊपर से कवर कर लेते हैं. इसमें भी 2-3 क्वेश्चंस हैं ऐसे हमारे जो कि हमने बड़े क्वेश्चंस हैं इसलिए अभी हमने डिस्कस नहीं किए. से फॉर एग्जांपल द डबल सर्कुलेशन.
Explain the process of transport of water and foods in plants.
Yes. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, 8 and 9. तो चलो सारा ही देख लेते हैं हम. Okay. So I'm not going with the introduction part. Life processes. What are life processes? These are the basic processes in living organisms which are necessary for maintaining their life. So in this particular chapter, we will be learning about 4 different.
And slide is not visible.
Sorry.
Your screen share is not visible. We are only seeing. I can only see the worksheet part.
Only the worksheet part. One.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a second. I'll share again. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So when we say life processes, these are the basic process in which are necessary for maintaining the life on earth. So we have learned about 4 life processes. Nutrition, that is the process of taking food by organism and its utilization by the body. Okay, we get nutrients. So these nutrients, they provide us energy. So when the food is broken down, it liberates energy, and this energy is what we utilize to carry out other life processes. All right.
Yes.
Other important processes in our life. Second is respiration. Now this respiration, it is again an important life process in which the food is burnt and with the help of oxygen and energy is released. Okay, and other than that, we have, there is the two processes are involved over here, breathing and respiration. So in breathing, we have exchange of gases, CO2 from the atmosphere, CO2 from CO2 which is being produced by the metabolic activities by the cells. So it is,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is present in the body, inside the body. So this CO2, it has to be eliminated out into the atmosphere. Okay, and oxygen which is present in the atmosphere, it has to be taken inside. So there is an exchange of gases, CO2 and O2, that comes in breathing. Okay, and then there are certain changes associated with the respiratory system while breathing, so we will see that also. Then another thing that we have in respiration is that I already told you how this glucose is broken down into different components under aerobic and anaerobic condition. Okay, then next one is transportation. So this is the process by which the food, oxygen, water and waste products are carried out from one part to another. Then lastly, there is a process of excretion in which the waste products are removed from the body. This is again very important because we carry out lot of metabolic activities and we produce the nitrogenous waste substances. So these waste substances could be toxic to our body, therefore they need to be eliminated out. Okay, so here you can see life on the earth depends on carbon based molecules. So most of the food sources will be carbon based, that is carbohydrates. Okay, जो plants हैं वो आपको food बना के देते हैं, खुद का भी food बनाते हैं, and they prepare the food for other organisms also. Okay, we are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for food. So what happens is carbohydrates are formed, and these carbohydrates are taken as a preferred source of energy by other organisms. Okay, when these carbohydrates are broken down, they liberate energy. So these carbohydrates are the fuels in our body because they provide us energy. Okay, then a lot of chemical reactions take place in the body, that is oxidizing and reducing reaction. Okay, redox reaction, we call them as redox reaction. So there are a lot of reactions happen which are important for the breakdown of food particles. Okay, then if you see the single cell organism, there are no specific organs required for taking food, exchange of gases or removal of waste. Why? Because the entire surface of the organism is in contact with the environment. Single cell है तो एक ही सेल क्या करेगा, सारे functions को perform करेगा. Okay, and because it is in contact with the environment, so ज्यादा एनर्जी की भी जरूरत नहीं है, इसीलिए एक सेल से ही सारे फंक्शन हो जाएंगे. On the contrary, if you see multicellular organisms, the cells may or may not be in direct contact with the surrounding environment, plus the body size is complex. So therefore, the cells are organized into tissues which carry a specific function. Okay, so there are specialized tissues, there are specialized organ or the organ system present which will carry out these different life processes. Okay, then this was about the nutrition. If you see, there are two main modes of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. So when we say autotrophic, it is we are referring to the plants because they make their own food, and there are some bacteria also which contain chlorophyll. So all the green plants and some of the bacteria are autotrophic in nature. When we say heterotrophic, it is when the other organisms, they are obtaining their food directly or indirectly from the plants. Okay, so all the animals, fungi, some of the bacteria will be heterotrophic in nature. Okay, then there are also different types of heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, for example, saprophytic, in which the organisms are dependent on dead and decaying organisms. Parasitic, in which the organism is dependent on some other host organism for its food. and Holozoic, in which the nutrition takes place directly by the release of digestive juices, and slowly and gradually the organisms will absorb this. Then if you see photosynthesis, it is the process where the plants manufacture their food by using carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight, and chlorophyll to produce glucose, water, and oxygen. Okay. And the three main steps are already we have discussed. You should also remember the equation for the photosynthesis. And in plants, if you can see, the food is stored into, किसमें store होगा? Starch. Carbohydrate is stored in starch. Okay, and in animals, the food is stored in the form of glycogen. कहाँ पे होगा ये glycogen पता है? Anybody would like to guess? Yes?
In the stomach.
In the liver.
Yeah, I'm sorry, in the liver.
And in adipose tissues. Okay, adipose tissues जो आपके हाथ होते हैं वो होते हैं in the belly region, in the thigh region, arms. Okay, these are the places where adipose tissues are present. Okay, so in food, in plants, the food is stored in the form of starch, and in animals, it is stored in the form of glycogen. Okay, this is the 1 mark difference. Then fine, about chlorophyll is okay. So activities I told you, you should remember for your practical part, or sometimes you need to remember the observation part. It could be asked in 1 mark questions also. Okay, what would happen if ऐसा करके अगर आपको question आता है, so the observation could be asked from this part. Okay, then stomata, you should know about the structure of the stomata and its function. So the stomata are the tiny pores present in the leaves through which the exchange of gases will take place, and each stomata has a pair of guard cells which will control the opening and closing of stomatal pores. So when the water will enter the guard cell, it will swell. The pore will open up. Okay, and when the guard cell loses water, that is through transpiration, so it will shrink and the pore will close. Okay, that is what I have given you in the worksheet. Under what conditions stomata will be open and closed, तो ये आपको लिखना है. Okay, so if you see the function of the stomata, it helps in transpiration and gaseous exchange in plants. ठीक है, कोई डाउट है यहाँ तक? Quickly, yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Anybody would like to ask something regarding this part? No?
No, ma'am.
All right, then moving ahead. Okay, now this process you should remember: nutrition in amoeba, different steps हैं. Food particles, then formation of food vacuole by pseudopodia. The food particle will enter and then it is broken down. Okay, digestion. So ingestion. Okay, then next is ingestion, then digestion, absorption, and egestion. Okay, then this is again I told you, you have to remember for labeling. Worksheet में आपको दिया हुआ था nutrition in human beings. So organs पहले तो आपको पता होने चाहिए क्या क्या है. So mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. Okay, then there are main glands. Glands का मतलब क्या होता है कि वो कुछ ना कुछ secrete करते हैं. ठीक है, तो salivary glands, gastric glands, salivary glands in the mouth, gastric glands in the stomach, then liver, pancreas, and intestinal glands in the small intestine. Okay, 5 main glands. याद रखने हैं with location, कहाँ पे कौन सा present है. Then mouth के अंदर food is broken down into smaller particles by teeth. It gets mixed with saliva from the salivary gland. Salivary gland contains the enzyme salivary amylase, which converts starch into sugar. That means carbohydrates का partial breakdown होगा. Food will pass into the esophagus, and from the esophagus it will go into the stomach by the peristaltic movement. Now stomach के अंदर आप देखोगे तो gastric glands will produce gastric juices, which contains the enzyme pepsin, hydrochloric acid and mucus. So pepsin will be broken down in the presence of hydrochloric acid, because हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड क्या करता है, एक एसिडिक मीडियम बना देता है. देखो कुछ कुछ एंजाइम्स ऐसे होते हैं, जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग पार्ट, जिनको ये जितने भी एंजाइम्स होते हैं ना, ये पीएच स्पेसिफिक होते हैं. किसी को एसिडिक पीएच चाहिए होता है, किसी को अल्कलाइन पीएच चाहिए होता है. सो उन्हीं में से एक है पेप्सिन, जिसको एकदम एसिडिक मीडियम चाहिए होता है. तो ये जो एसिडिक मीडियम है ये देता है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. Okay, so hydrochloric acid will make the medium acidic and it helps in the action of pepsin. Pepsin का काम क्या होता है? Partial digestion of proteins. Okay, then mucus, it protects the walls of the stomach from the action of the acid, and then the food passes into the small intestine. Okay, now small intestine is the place where complete digestion of food will take place. Okay, so here the food will be mixed with bile from the liver and pancreatic juice from the pancreas. Bile का काम क्या होता है? To break down the fats into smaller globules, and pancreatic juice will have the enzyme trypsin and lipase. So they will break down the protein, and lipase will help in the breakdown of fat. Then in the small intestine, the wall of the small intestine will produce intestinal juice. Now intestinal juice will convert carbohydrate into glucose, fats into fatty acid and glycerol, and proteins into amino acid. ये इनके सबसे smallest part है, इसके अलावा बिल्कुल भी breakdown नहीं हो सकते. They would no longer be further broke down into any other parts. So what you need to remember is carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acid. Okay, then अब food breakdown हो गया, digest हो गया. Okay, अब absorb होगा. So absorption के लिए we have several finger-like projections called villi. Okay, so this villi, they help increase the surface area for absorption of digested food. So that is how the food is absorbed by the blood and transported to all the cells of the body. Blood के through हर एक cell में जाएगा, वहां पे energy देगा. Now whatever is the undigested food, जो भी undigested food होगा वो कहाँ जाएगा? Large intestine. वहां से water absorption होगा. Water is absorbed, and whatever is the small part, that is the waste part, it is removed through the anus as feces or stools. Okay, so these are just the some important points. Okay, stomach, it is the temporary storage organ. Then the length of the small intestine, this could be asked as a give reason. So the length of the small intestine differs in various animals depending on the food they eat. Okay, say for example, herbivores eating grass need a longer small intestine because वो क्या खाते हैं? पेड़ पौधे खाते हैं, है ना? तो ये जो plants है उसके अंदर cellulose होता है. So cellulose को digest होने में time लगता है. Okay, so that is why ये जो herbivores होते हैं वो पहले पूरा खाना खा लेते हैं, फिर धीरे धीरे करके पूरा खाना बाहर निकाल के chew करते हैं, कडलिंग जिसको हम बोलते हैं. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या रहता है कि क्योंकि सेल्यूलोज होता है उसको टाइम लगता है डाइजेस्ट होने में. सो दैट इज व्हाई दे हैव अ लॉन्गर स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन. इट इज कॉल्ड एज रूमन, RUMEN. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी आप देखोगे तो मीट इज इजी टू डाइजेस्ट. वी हैव सर्टेन एंजाइम्स इन आवर बॉडी व्हिच मेक्स द क्विक डाइजेशन ऑफ मीट. सो इसीलिए जो कार्निवोरस एनिमल्स होते हैं उनकी स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन होती है. आया समझ में? हमारी बॉडी में सेल्यूलोज डाइजेस्ट नहीं होगा. वी नीड टू कुक द थिंग्स ना. हम एज इट इज ग्रास और ऐसा सब एज इट इज नहीं खा सकते, वो डाइजेस्ट नहीं होगा, वो निकल ही जाएगा. ओके, इट कैन नॉट बी कंप्लीटली ब्रोकन डाउन. ओके, देन okay, now the food which is present in the stomach is acidic. It has to be made alkaline so that the pancreatic enzymes can act on it. You have to remember thoroughly the function of the bile. Okay, And then there is another small topic called dental caries, which is mean by tooth decay when there is a deposition of sugars. Okay, so the bacteria that are acting on the sugar, it will soften or demineralize the enamel. Enamel is this white part, that covering of the teeth. उसको हम enamel बोलते हैं, shiny white part. Okay, so these bacteria, what they will do is they will reproduce by feeding on the sugars and they will decay the tooth. Plaque, सड़न जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, वो हो जाता है. So that is why it is important to brush our teeth twice a day, and especially when we have eaten something sugary or fried foods. Okay. Then respiration. So these are the three equations that you should know thoroughly. इसी तरीके से ही आपको लिखनी है. Glucose broken down into pyruvate. Okay. Then in the presence of oxygen, mitochondria. In the absence of oxygen in muscle, lactic acid. And in the absence of oxygen in yeast, ethanol and CO2. Then this is the process of respiration in humans. Okay. Then there are some corner questions also. See, animals, they have evolved different organs for the uptake of oxygen from the environment and getting rid of carbon dioxide produced. So terrestrial animals can breathe oxygen in the atmosphere, but animals that live in water, they need to use dissolved oxygen. Okay. So अगर हम dissolved oxygen की बात करते हैं जो कि water में present होता है aquatic animals के लिए, so this is fairly low in compared to the amount of oxygen which is present in the air. Therefore, the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much faster as compared to the terrestrial organisms. Okay. Then this is okay. So for transportation in human beings, we have arteries, veins, and capillaries. Then we have this working of the heart. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको एक फ्लो चार्ट भी बनाया था, ब्लड सर्कुलेशन और ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ एक्सचेंज ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर और डबल सर्कुलेशन. ठीक है, कोई भी तरीके से ये क्वेश्चन आपको पूछ सकते हैं. सो इफ वी कैन क्विकली सी, हार्ट इज अ मस्कुलर ऑर्गन. इट कंटेन्स 4 chambers, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Okay, so the upper chambers are called atria or the auricles, right auricle and left auricle. And the lower chambers are called as ventricles, left ventricle and right ventricle. Okay. Now, this right and the left chambers, they are separated by a membrane. You can see septum over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it will prevent the mixing of the blood. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Heart के अंदर अगर आप देखोगे तो there is oxygenated and deoxygenated, दोनों टाइप के.
Deoxygenated blood, दोनों टाइप के हैं.
Okay. Oxygenated when we say, तो उसका मतलब क्या होता है? It is rich in oxygen. It is purified blood, pure blood. ठीक है. And deoxygenated means it is produced as a result of metabolic waste. So it is impure blood. So pure blood को पूरी बॉडी में सर्कुलेट होना है, impure blood को वापस जाना है प्योरिफिकेशन के लिए. ठीक है. So that is what heart does. It pumps the blood. Okay. Now, when you see the working of the heart, देखो यहाँ पे आपको ये arrows दिए हुए हैं. Either you can follow the arrow and write your answer accordingly. Okay. Or you can just memorize the flow chart and then accordingly construct your answer in sentences. Okay. So सबसे पहले the blood will enter into the left atrium. कौन सा blood होगा? Oxygenated blood होगा. Okay. ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड कहाँ से आता है? लंग्स में जाता है प्योरीफाई होने के लिए. ठीक है. सो द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम द लंग्स, इट विल फ्लो थ्रू द पल्मोनरी वेन. अब पल्मोनरी वेन एकमात्र ऐसी वेन है जो कि ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड लाती है. देयर इज अ एक्सेप्शन. वैसे अगर आप कोई भी वेन्स देखोगे ना तो दे कैरी डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड. सो दिस पल्मोनरी वेन इज द एक्सेप्शन बिकॉज इट कैरीज ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड. ठीक है. So pulmonary veins say, or you can say that oxygenated blood from the lungs enter into the pulmonary vein. Okay, it will enter into the left atrium. When the left atrium will contract, the blood will go into the left ventricle. Now, from the left ventricle, the contraction will release the oxygenated blood to all the parts of the body through aorta. देखो, just follow this arrows. Pulmonary vein से, pulmonary vein कहाँ से आ रही है? Lungs में से oxygenated blood ला रही है. Left atrium में enter हुआ. Left atrium contract होगा तो left ventricle में जाएगा. Left ventricle जब contract होगा तो blood will be pumped to all the parts of the body through aorta. Aorta is the big blood vessel. ठीक है, यहां तक हुआ एक पार्ट. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज आफ्टर सर्कुलेटिंग थ्रू ऑल द पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी. अब जैसे ही सारे पार्ट्स में जाएगा ना तो ब्लड हो जाता है डीऑक्सीजनेटेड. सो नाउ दिस डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड इट विल एंटर इनटू द राइट एट्रियम फ्रॉम द वीना केवा. दो वीना केवा होती है, अपर वीना केवा एंड लोअर वीना केवा. So this deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body will enter into the right atrium. Okay. Now right atrium will contract and the blood will go into the right ventricle. Okay. Now from the right ventricle, the blood will again go into the lungs through pulmonary artery. Now this is again an exception. The only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. बाकी जितने भी arteries होंगी ना सब oxygenated blood लेंगी. So this is an exception. So right ventricle से the deoxygenated blood will go into the lungs for purification through pulmonary artery. Okay. अब lungs के अंदर आप देखोगे तो क्या होगा? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज रिमूव्ड, क्योंकि वो डीऑक्सीजनेटेड है तो उसमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होगा. उसको मुझे ऑक्सीजनेटेड बनाना है तो डीऑक्सीजन सॉरी CO2 को निकाल के ऑक्सीजन को रखे रहने देना है. ठीक है. So in the lungs CO2 is removed, oxygen is absorbed, and again the oxygenated blood will enter into the left atrium. So this is how you can see the process continues, the pumping of the heart continues, and the blood is passed 2 times in the heart. 2 times मतलब एक बारी ऑक्सीजनेटेड आ रहा है, एक बारी डीऑक्सीजनेटेड पास होके जा रहा है. So this type of circulation is called as double circulation. This is advantageous for mammals and birds because there is no mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. It flows separately in the chambers. So जिनके पास भी 4 चेम्बर हार्ट होता है उनके लिए ये एडवांटेज होता है क्योंकि उनमें डबल सर्कुलेशन होता है. ठीक है, यही इस पैराग्राफ में आपको दिया हुआ है और यहाँ पे ये किस तरह से एक्सचेंज होता है लंग्स में वो आपको बताया गया है. ओके, एंड यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, सी amphibians or reptiles, they have 3 chambered heart. So there is some mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated. Fishes on the other hand, they have only 2 chambered heart. Okay, then in mammals you see, and the birds if you see, they have 4 chamber heart. Okay, so we have double circulation. किसी को कुछ पूछना है यहाँ तक? Yes, no, quickly.
No, ma'am.
No, okay. And this is already we have discussed about the blood pressure. Okay, then this is just tubes and blood vessels, and in this also you have been mentioned for platelets का function आ जाता है इसके अंदर. Then lymph we have already discussed. This is a fluid involved in transportation. Okay, and the rest of the things we have already covered. Okay, now transportation in plants. So here you can see xylem and phloem are the conducting vessels for the plants. So xylem, what it will do, it will transport water and minerals from the roots to all the parts of the plant through xylem vessels and tracheids. Water and minerals will be entered into the root by diffusion. Diffusion is from high concentration to low concentration. And when there is transpiration, when there is loss of water by the leaves, it creates a suction force. So this suction force is important for pulling up the water movement. Okay, for pulling the water up to the plants. All right, up to all the parts of the plant. So root से ऊपर तक कैसे जाएगा? By the suction pressure due to transpiration, and second is by root pressure theory. Okay. and of course you need to remember high concentration से low concentration. So यहाँ पे high concentration है, यहाँ पे low है, so that is why it will go against the gravity. All right. और उसी तरह से अगर आप फ्लोएम में देखोगे तो देखो फ्लोएम के अंदर क्या होता है, दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज ट्रांसलोकेशन, क्योंकि लीव्स में फूड बनता है एंड देन इट इज सर्कुलेटेड टू ऑल द पार्ट्स ऑफ द प्लांट एंड वाइस वर्सा आल्सो अंडर अनफेवरेबल कंडीशन. तो जाइलम के अंदर अगर आप देखोगे ना तो द फ्लो इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल, इट कैन हैपन ओनली इन वन डायरेक्शन, दैट मींस रूट से लेके स्टेम, स्टेम से लेके लीव्स में जाएगा, लेकिन फ्लोएम में ऐसा नहीं है. सो हियर the transport of food is in bidirection, so it is called as translocation. Now phloem will consist of seed tube and companion cells. Okay, now from the leaves the food is transferred to all the parts of the plants and it requires ATP molecules. Okay, and it is because of the osmotic pressure of the water that the food will enter into the phloem and helps in the transport part. Okay, and lastly we have excretion. So it is the process by which the waste products are produced during the metabolic activities and then they are removed by the body. So this is what you should know for labeling the excretory system. Then this is the part of the nephron. इसके भी आपको सिर्फ नाम अगर पूछ लेते हैं तो आने चाहिए. तो नेफ्रॉन, नेफ्रॉन को हम क्या बोलते हैं, स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ एक्सक्रीशन. ओके, नेफ्रॉन इज द स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ excretion. So in this nephron you can see there is a cup like structure which is the outer part is called as Bowman's capsule, and inside the Bowman's capsule there are fine blood capillaries called glomerulus. So यहाँ पे ब्लड फिल्ट्रेशन होता है और फिर ब्लड फिल्टर होके बॉडी में चला जाएगा और यहाँ से यूरिन बनना शुरू होता है. सो बाय द डिफरेंट प्रोसेस ऑफ सेलेक्टिव रीअब्जॉर्प्शन द यूरिन इज प्रोड्यूस्ड. ओके, दैट मीन्स कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड यूरिन प्रोड्यूस होता है. देखो हम ज्यादा वाटर लॉस एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकते, वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड टू हैव मोर वाटर लॉस फ्रॉम द बॉडी. सो केवल जितने भी नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट सब्सटेंसेस है ना, ओनली दैट हैज टू बी एलिमिनेटेड आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी. ओके, सो ये जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है यूरिन का वो भी इस जगह पे ही होता है. ओके, और यूरिन में से जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं वो भी रीअब्सॉर्ब हो जाती है. एक तो मैक्सिमम सबसे पहले ब्लड फिल्टर होता है और दूसरा there is reabsorption of water. Then some important drugs or metabolites are also reabsorbed. Okay, so here you have seen Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. Then proximal tubule. Proximal is the first part. This is convoluted. ये ऐसे round होता है. So proximal convoluted tubule. Then this goes into a hairpin structure. U-pin जैसा एक structure बनाता है. Loop of Henle. And then there is this distal tubule, which is further coiled structure. And then the urine is formed and it goes into the collecting duct. ऐसे हजारों नेफ्रॉन्स होंगे, लाखों नेफ्रॉन्स होंगे जहां से जिनमें सब में यूरिन बनेगा और ये फिर एक बड़े से कलेक्टिंग डक्ट में जाएगा and then this is connected to the urinary bladder. Okay, so this is what it is given. Same way plants के अंदर आप देखोगे so there's no such complex excretory system present. In them, the gaseous waste products are produced during the respiration and photosynthesis, and they are removed through stomata. Okay, so the excess of water is also removed through stomata, and the process is called as transpiration. And some waste products are also removed from the leaves when they dry and fall off. Some are stored in the vacuoles. Some waste products like gums and resins are also stored in the old xylem. They are commercially important also. And some can be removed through the roots. Then this is again a very, very important question, artificial kidney or hemodialysis. Okay, so this is for those people, see we have a pair of kidney, दो kidneys होती है. So अगर एक kidney by chance fail भी हो गई कभी तो दूसरी kidney वो function को carry out कर लेती है. लेकिन ये एक ऐसा प्रोसीजर है जो कि ऐसे पेशेंट्स की बात हो रही है जिनकी दोनों ही किडनीज फेल हो जाती है. सो ऐसे में जो नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स है उनको तो हम बिल्कुल भी अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते कि वो बॉडी में रहे. इट हैज टू बी एनीवेज एलिमिनेटेड आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी. सो फॉर देम वी हैव अ प्रोसीजर कॉल्ड एज हीमोडायलिसिस. हीमो का मतलब होता है ब्लड, डायलिसिस प्योरिफिकेशन. ठीक है, क्योंकि ब्लड में से नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट सब्सटेंस को निकालना है समझ में. सो there are many reasons for kidney failure. Some infections are there, some injury or restricted blood flow, so this might lead to the kidney failure. Okay, now how we do this artificial procedure, or we call it as artificial kidney, okay, or dialysis. So how we do this kind of process? See, it contains a number of tubes with a semi-permeable lining. Semi-permeable का मतलब क्या होता है? It will allow some molecules to enter and restrict the entry of others. कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स को अंदर आने देगा, कुछ की एंट्री को रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर देगा. उसको हम बोलते हैं सेमी परमिएबल. जैसे कि हमारी प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन को हम बोलते हैं इट इज सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. तो सेमी परमिएबल का मतलब यही होता है कि इंपॉर्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स को रिटेन रखेगा और हार्मफुल को एलिमिनेट कर देगा. ओके, so we have this semi permeable lining which is suspended in a tank fluid with a dialysing fluid. ये आप देख रहे हो ना, ये डायलिसिंग सॉल्यूशन. अब ये जो डायलिसिंग सॉल्यूशन है ना, इसका जो ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर है वो बिल्कुल सेम रखा जाता है ब्लड के जैसा. उसके अंदर एक्सेप्शन क्या होगा? नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट नहीं होगा. सो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट अगर नहीं है, हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मूवमेंट हो जाएगा. सो बॉडी के अंदर नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट बने हैं, दैट मींस दे आर हाई इन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. ये डायलिसिंग फ्लूइड के अंदर नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट नहीं है, तो हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में चला जाएगा. पूरा वहां से ब्लड में से नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट विल बी एक्सपेल्ड आउट इनटू दिस सॉल्यूशन. Okay, now the patient blood will be passed, and during this passage the waste products will pass into the dialysing fluid by diffusion, जो मैंने आपको बताया. अब ये जो प्योरिफाइड ब्लड है इसको वापस से हम पंप कर देंगे पेशेंट की बॉडी में. सो एक जगह से ब्लड आ रहा है प्योरिफाई होके, दूसरी जगह से ब्लड अंदर जा रहा है. सो दिस इज हाउ वी हैव क्रिएटेड द फंक्शन सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ द किडनी. ओके, देयर इज नो रीअब्जॉर्प्शन इन्वॉल्व्ड क्योंकि नेचुरल प्रोसेस नहीं है, ओनली द ब्लड इज प्योरिफाइड. ओके, and you see normally in a healthy adult the initial filtrate in the kidneys is about 180 liter daily. इतना filtrate बनता है, but actually how much we excrete out? Only a liter or 1.5 or 2 in a day. इससे ज्यादा हम excrete नहीं करते हैं. That means 99% of the blood is being purified, of the water is reabsorbed. Okay, the remaining filtrate is reabsorbed by the kidney tubules. Clear? So anybody wants to ask anything, any doubt, any question, or any
No.
other part that you wish to explain again? Anything which is left out from the text?
No, ma'am.
Sure, just quickly go through it, everyone. Okay, so ये 4 प्रोसेस हैं, चारों आपको अच्छे से करने हैं. Cool, and then you have to do your worksheet also. Okay, and इतना सब अगर आपने कर लिया, वर्कशीट कर लिया पूरा, तो आपका पूरा चैप्टर कवर हो जाएगा उसी में से. बाकी मैंने आपको बता दिया है किस तरह से आपको पेपर लिखना है, किस तरह से आपको अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, क्वेश्चंस समझने हैं. एंड देन यू शुड बी थरो विद द डेफिनेशन पार्ट with your 1 markers and 2 marks. All right, and of course you should know the diagrams.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so all right, we will be
Yes, ma'am.
winding up today's session. Bye bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am.